Hello, I'm Cynthia. I'm going to show you the bus that I built with Nicholas. Here's the entrance. This is a bench seat that folds over. Right now it's folded up so that I can get in. And we bolted it directly into the floor of the bus, so that is nice and sturdy. Here's the driving console area. This is a backup camera, which is not connected to the ignition. It's connected to that aisle light switch so that you can turn it on even when the bus is not on, which is great for security. This is on 3-camera view right now. There is a 4th camera that points directly down in the back so that you can back up without someone being back there. This is your side view, and that's your rear view so that you can see who's behind you. I'll just flip that off, and that does record. And here we put a wall behind the driver's seat for safety purposes. And here is the inside of the bus. It is fully insulated, 2 inches all around with natural Havelock wool. This also repels moisture, so you don't have to worry about mold or anything. And it is also a fiberglass frame. This was a little sewing / work area for me. It has its own outlet, which, let's see, green light means it is presently on and working. There you go. And there's a light up here. These are all touch lights. There are 10 of them. This is the bathroom. It's got a little locking door, fully lined with linoleum. Again, there's a little light here. Every one of these windows slide open. This is a separating compost toilet, so there is a separator inside to divert urine. You can put a bottle in there, or we actually have a tube that goes underneath it and down into a holding tank underneath the bus. And there is a bucket in there which we keep a bag in for number 2. We got an oh shit bar in case you have to go while someone else is driving. This is our little hobbit door. So if you want to take a shower, you just take off that toilet paper. You open up the little hobbit door, and there's the kitchen sink faucet. See that? And you just slide this into there like that. And now you've got a shower. You kind of have to sit down for it, but it works. It is winterized right now, so I'm not going to put the water on. I'll show you another video of that. Whoops, sorry. Hard to see what I'm doing through this camera. This is the kitchen. These shelves are magnetized so that nothing will fall out while you're going. Another outlet. The stovetop is a separate little camping stove so that you can fold it up and have enough space for whatever you please. But there is this as well. See if I can... There's a little notch in there, but it's hard to find it with one hand. And now you've got this whole nice big kitchen. Huge sink. This is 18 by 24 inches. Underneath the sink is where we keep our trash and some cleaning supplies. That is a 4-gallon hot water heater. It's electric. Boogie, oogie, oogie. And over here is a humongous Lazy Susan. We've used it as a pantry. I just threw some food in there and pots and pans. But this just kind of spins around. Also, that light that you see back there, that is the door. I have it open right now so that you can plug in. If you wanted to plug in at a campground or what have you. I'm going to lower this real quick. Here is the water sensor. It's empty right now because it's winterized. It's only hooked up to the fresh tank and then the battery, which the battery is presently full. Here's the space underneath the bed. Tons of space under here. This wall right there behind that is where the water tank is, the water system. And I will show that to you in just a few. The bed actually lifts up in 3 separate places. So this lifts up. I can't do it with one hand with the mattress on it. 2 hands I can do it. This also lifts up so that you can access underneath the bed while you're inside. And then there's another section over there that lifts up so that you can access the water. Again, all of the windows open, all of these tap lights. There are 2 in the kitchen, 1 in the hallway here, 3 in the front, and 3 in the bedroom. 1, 2, and 3. That is the air conditioning unit that came with the bus. It does work, runs very cold. We actually just got the AC clutch and compressor replaced, but that will only run while the bus is on. The fan is a Max Air Fan 4500 Deluxe. It has the rain sensor and the thermometer. We typically kept it at 68 so that it'll automatically open itself when it is hotter than 68 in here. It'll close if it gets colder than 68. It'll also close if it's raining. This is where the wheelchair lift used to be. So you can open this up. And there's a little locking mechanism here. And just kind of push that open. It's a really nice view while you're just laying in bed. This is our dog's bed. It's also there to help him get up into the bed. But it could be a nice spot just to store some things. There's space here for a second battery if you wanted to install one. We wanted to make space just in case. And it is wired for a second battery as well. You can see some wires back there. This is an ampere time 300 watt. Oh, we still have some dog food back there. 300 watt LifePo 4 battery. And this is the power station. This is a WFCO power station. It is very typical in RVs, not very typical in conversions. And I like it because it just has everything in one place. So here's all of your DC, and here's all of your AC. All of the AC, there's a main one, and then I think this is the main one, and then these are for the 4 outlets. And the DC is for the lights, the fans, and the fridge, and the water pump. So there's that. Some extra space. Here's the fridge. It is on a heavy-duty pull, so you just kind of push this down. Fridge slides out and opens up. I'm not going to open it up all the way right now. It's hard to do that. This is a closet. We usually have shelves in here, but we took those out so that I could show you all of the electrical work. This is a main. It's a 2, so you could turn it to this way to only turn this one on, this way to turn this one on, and then pointing that way is off, pointing this way is on. This is connected to the solar panels. You've got 2 Renogy solar chargers here, which are currently on. Lots of breakers and fuses and everything, keeping it very safe. We did have a transfer switch so that it would switch between plugging in and the inverter, but we had some electrical help and he just wanted to bypass this, so we actually don't use this. It's just kind of holding a bunch of extra wires right now. And then it has a 3000 watt Renogy pure sine wave inverter. This is just a little window. It's very bright, so you can't really see the, there you go. It's just a vent to keep things nice and cool in here. It doesn't rain. It's got like a vent cover on it. So that's all good. This is where we had a full-size 88 key keyboard. And again, outlet, this thing, light. This lifts up and there's actually a little tray underneath there. That's the carbon monoxide tester. And it's exactly 6 feet 1 inch from the highest point here to the floor. And then, it does kind of dip down on either side, but this is the whole thing. So I'll show you the outside real quick. It's open right now. It's got 2 fans. There's a one of the side cameras. There are 4 solar panels up on top. I'll just kind of give you a full walk around here. This is where the bed is. And then this, oh, the wind blew it open. This is your water access. So this is where you can pour the water in. You just pull off this cap and that's good there. Here, let me take that off real quick so I can show you in here. This is a 55-gallon water tank. There's the sensors. It's got a filter, water pump. This is a 2-gallon accumulator tank, and what that does is it saves the pump from turning on as soon as you turn on the water, which is very nice. And it also has a 2-part inline filtration system. I'm just going to slap that back on there. And then this is the access for the electrical. It's got a 30 amp power there. Gas tank. Tires are pretty much brand new. We got those replaced in November of last year. We put maybe 1,000 miles on them. And that's, there she is. Let me see if I can show you this. It's so hard to do this with one hand. Oh, there we go. Oh, and then this. Let's see if I can elbow it. There we go. I did it with one hand. And it just kind of floats, but it is sturdy. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed the tour. And we really enjoyed living in it. Oh, yeah, these are blinds, by the way. This all opens up. Forgot to show you this. Ugh. And they just fold the way that I stitched them. And all 3 of those do that. There you go.